Okay, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to try to do a short, quick stream. We're just going to swap the power jack in this ASUS laptop here. And I have already screwed up YouTube somehow or another. I've swapped the... anyway, let's see if I can find the chat window for this thing. Okay, here we go. All right, today we're going to swap this power jack on this ASUS laptop. First things first, we're going to get this battery out of here, get it disconnected. All right. And let's see, the jack is over here on this side of the board, which we have to get out. So I'm going to open this up, open the screen up because that's in the way. Need a couple of magnets here. We're going to try to make this quick and sweet. Wish me luck. Yeah, there goes something. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get this SSD out of the way so we don't run anybody's data. And let's see, there's our case screws that we left in there from yesterday. Get this screen out of the way. Okay. Alright. Got the board out of here. Get the screen out of the way. And now we're gonna, well, I guess since I'm Australian now, I can say that we're gonna pickle this jack here. We got a little of this Amtech flux on here. Tube stopped up. Get out of there. There we go. Anyway, we're gonna put some leaded solder down on this jack so we can get it out of here easier. Let's see here. And my mouse has decided to not work. Let's see. Yeah, turn on my fume extractor so I don't get cancer. Oh crud, hang on. My phone is ringing. I'm gonna put everybody on mute. Hang on a second. Guys, sorry, I just got spam called. Well, don't you love those? Actually, it was a scam call telling me that they're going to try to sue me for something. Yeah, whatever. It's my bills are paid. It's just another scam call. So anyway, back to our stream here. I'm going to pickle this connector with some leaded solder here so that we can get this thing out of here without melting everything else. Let's see, make sure I'm on the right connector here. Alright, there we go. That's where this JSO2 tip comes in real handy. It's got some power behind it. Micro pencil trying to work on this, that's not gonna work. So if you guys try that, you're gonna have a hard time. And we're gonna flip it over here. We're gonna flip our camera back. Get the scope out of the way. We'll slide it over here. Alright, now we gotta get some air going. We're gonna go about 450. We're gonna crank the air up to about 90 or so. Get my tweezers. This thing will want to come out top side. Come on out of there. You know you want to. What do we got here? Is this... That should have come out. Yeah, it's not wanting to. There we go. Alright, just need a little more coaxing. Alright, oh, let's see here. So now we've got to clean up this. Got to clean up the mounts here. Give me some flux. We're going to add a little more leaded to that. Oh, not with the micro pencil though. And we're going to wick this. Try to clean up the holes here. Okay, now we've got our holes cleaned up. We're gonna wipe this down with some alcohol, get that flux out of there, stick our new connector in there, and get it soldered back down. And let's see, I guess yeah, doesn't matter, does it? Flip it over, clean the other side. Alright. Now we've got our new connector here somewhere. What did I do? Oh, here we go. And this does not look like the right connector. Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, I'm just blind. Alright. We're gonna give it a little flux. Yeah, I guess we don't need to use as much flux as Lewis uses. I can't quite afford that. Hey Travis. No, this is the ASUS laptop from that I showed you yesterday with the busted power jack. Caught me. I got the other one out already. Putting this new one in. How are you doing today? Yeah, this is easy stuff compared to an iPhone. You get to use the big iron and put a lot of heat down. Don't have to worry about burning things up, floating things. Don't have to worry about underfill. I'm all right. It's been a busy day, but we're getting through it. I'm just trying to knock out this power jack. I wanted to stream that. I'm still trying to stream some of the easier jobs that I'm doing since I'm still getting used to YouTube and all the buttons and widgets and doodads. So, alright, we've got that jack back in there, and now we're just gonna clean it up again, clean all the flux off of it. Hopefully this is, or well, maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys like the longer streams, I don't know, but this should be a fairly short stream today, unlike other days where I've already done a couple of very long streams due to either just me trying to take it slow for YouTube or just screwing up and forgetting to put the coax cable back in the phone and having to redo my work. So hopefully this goes much better today. Alright. Get the alcohol dried off that. Alright, we're gonna go back to our overhead cam, maybe. Alright, let's see here. Got all that done. Now we have flex all over the desk. We don't want to get on the client's computer, so take care of that. And time to put this back together. Let's see, I still see some flex here. That's silly overhead cam. It's got autofocus on it, and honestly, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Let's see. I'll try to get everything in view here. This is the fun part. We're putting all the wires back in where they go here. Let's see. Yeah, this goes up through here. Alright. Had to double check myself there. Alright. I don't know. Come on, sit in there. There we go. And I know my title is screwed up. I tried to change that before I did the stream, and I don't know. I accidentally changed the stream I did yesterday. I changed the title on that. So I still have a lot to learn about how to actually start up my live stream and get the title right and get everything right like that. So I guess bear with me. I'll eventually sort it all out. But today was a bit of a rush stream. I wanted to go ahead and get this taken care of, get it out of the shop. And I screwed up the titles and everything else, so yeah. Yeah, it's going to take me some time. I'll figure it out eventually. Believe it or not, when you get into YouTube, start trying to do this stuff, it turns out to be a lot more complicated than you think. You would think you just hit the button and off you go and you're live streaming, but no, there's all sorts of things in the back end, trying to get the live chat set up. I mean, I'm just such a noob to all this that it really is quite confusing for me still. I'm gonna go in there. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out Discord too. At this point I'm helping with the bot and things like that, but it took a good year or so before I was ready to do things like that. At first it was just a place to go talk to everybody, and I guess that part of it's easy enough. Pick your channel and start typing. Oh, come on. Today is not my day though. I had a call earlier, went out to a guy's house, and it was really a pain because all he really wanted to do was set up his printer wirelessly, and cause I need that light. And the printer only had a 2.4 gigahertz channel on it. However, the Comcast modem or router, whatever you want to call it, the radio inside the modem was dead, and so there was a lot of time spent there trying to, get that sorted out. And even Comcast, I had to get on the phone with them. Good God, what a nightmare. Anyway, let's see, I think I did that backwards. There we go. Yeah, in this case, it's just a matter of, when you go to the Wi-Fi settings on the printer, and well, I have a little app on my phone too where I can see all the networks and signal strengths and that sort of thing. But anyhow, the 2.4 gigahertz radio on the modem it was dead. And no matter what I tried or what Comcast tried or what anybody tried, it was dead. And so, I fixed up the rest of the things on his list and things like that he needed taken care of. But in the end, we couldn't get all the computers and the printer and everything talking together because, yeah, they just, that radio was dead, and short of an act of God, that wasn't gonna work. So, okay, let's see here. I got 1, 2. Okay, got those. That's why I have screws over here. I still got put these screws in for the screen here. I don't want the screen coming loose when I take this back. Oh yeah, that's just a blast. Anytime you have to call Comcast for tech support, I don't know. I'd just rather be hit in the face with a baseball bat than talk to Comcast most days. I mean, it's just such a pain in the ass. Let's see here. Time to get these screws back in the motherboard. That drive does not. I don't like how that's sitting. Hang on. It's got some padding under there. I guess that's the issue. How do I do pricing for my work? Usually it's a flat rate. I have a good feel for, I've been doing this for a very, very long time, so I have a good feel for, how long a job is going to take me. Now, when I was doing things like virus removals and software installs for Windows and things like that, that was different because, you can start up a scanner and, just you can let it run, and you can do. You can walk back and forth between 5 or 10 machines at once, and so in a small way, that's somewhat better, I guess, because you can, I can work on 5 or 10 machines at one time, but when I'm doing hardware repairs and things, of course, you can only do one at a time, so you have to you have to actually get a feel for how long a certain job is going to take you, and then base your prices off that. Of course, there's parts and things like that involved as well, but why can I not see today? Oh, I'm trying to stick that in the wrong hole. That's why. Does that answer, or does that help you at all? When I'm doing software repairs and things like that, that's they're paying me for what I know and things like that more so than my time, because I can work on so many different machines at once. Whereas with hardware repairs and things like that, it's not only that they're paying me for what I know, but I also have to take my time into account because I can't work on 5 machines at once. I can't, I can't run from one to the next to the next to the next. Let's see, and work like that. So, I have to take into account, how many hours is this, or how many minutes or hours or whatever is this going to take. And let's see, let's plug the battery back in. Actually, let's leave that undone for a minute. We're just we're gonna fire this up here and see. I'll tilt the screen back. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. We're gonna fire this up without the battery just to make sure our jack is working right here. It's gonna complain and gripe, and is that as far as that goes in? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. I always hate it when they don't quite. Oh, I see. That's one of those universal plugs. I really hate those. So let's see. Where is this our power? Where the hell is our power button? I think that's it. Maybe it's not. So something's not quite right. Alright, let's fold this back over. Make sure that we haven't left anything disconnected or unplugged. It all looks good. And that should fire up without a battery. Boy, I really don't like that plug. Alright, we'll plug the battery back in. Alright, yeah, I'm glad that helped you out. Because that's how I do it. I'm in, well, you know where I'm at. I'm in Paducah, and it's a small town, so I think I'm hitting the wrong button here. Which button turns this thing on? That's got to be volume. There's 2 rockers in that. That should be power. And we have no fan spin. We have nothing. Okay, surely I can't be that stupid. But I probably am. Okay, so we're on live stream and I can't find the power button to turn on the computer. Yeah, fun days. There's no power button on the top here. That's got to be it. Now, the jack certainly was busted when it came in, so I did a swap on that, and that's going in all the way. We still have no power, no fan stand, so oh no, it's like they just throw a power button at the computer, and wherever it sticks, that's where they put it. Alright, so I guess it's time to break out the meter. Let's see if we're actually getting some power here from the cable. It is plugged in, and oh no, it's not. I see what happened. Okay, so if you can see this, here's why we're not getting anywhere. Yep. See, that's the lovely thing about YouTube. You get to show your stupid to the whole world. Okay, so now there we go. Now we've got something going on there. Yep, ASUS. Alright, I don't want to. I wish that camera would focus a little better up there, but it'll have to do. Alright. Yeah, Yeah, you can see it's firing up now. I wasn't quite as stupid as I thought I was. I knew where the power button was, but I was even more stupid because the power brick had come disconnected from the AC power, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to shut this so we can turn it, make it shut down there. Alright, so I didn't actually need to get the meter, I just needed to plug in the AC power. Imagine that. It's always fun when you troll yourself. Alright, so let's see. Everything's firing up, working. Let's make sure this is all routed okay. Really don't like how that white wire is routed there, but I think that's really how it came out. So anyway, seems like I am forgetting something here, but I don't know what. I mean, I've got all that in there, but tell me what I'm forgetting, Travis, before I put the cover on here, and then everybody really knows how stupid I am. No, I can't see anything. That's cover is going to go back on. Okay. These are T4s. Let's see. Yeah, I think my T4's right here. Hit no parts on the bench. Yeah, hold on. Okay, that's a T3. There's my T4. Yeah, thank you. Because I'm having one of those days. Having to call Comcast will just generally throw your day out of whack in general. I really dislike talking to those people. I mean, you know, have you restarted your modem? Well, yeah, of course I have. You know, I've restarted the modem. I've logged into the modem. I've tried to turn on that radio. I've logged into the new thing they have now, where it's Xfinity or X5 Wi-Fi, or well, I guess it covers the whole account, but the X5 Wi-Fi or manager, I think they call it. This is, wait a minute. What the hell I done here? Got my screwdrivers mixed up somehow, and I'm using a MacBook Pinelo on here instead of a T4, and somehow that kind of fit. It felt okay for a second there. Yeah. In fact, I'd rather stick a needle in my eye than have to call them. I mean, that's, you got to go through all the tier 1 crap before you ever actually get to somebody that might actually be able to help you. Okay. And that is such a pain in the butt. Because, yeah, like I said, I restarted the modem. I've checked the cables. Excuse me. I've done all this stuff, but they've got to follow their little script or whatever, and that always it's just a test of your patience, how long can you deal with it? And I always end up trying to do everything I can before trying to call them. So, there was time spent trying to sort out the problem without their help, which, when you're out on site, someone's house, business, whatever, you're not going to fix, a radio in a modem. So, hi Sonia, how are you today? Yeah, we get paid. We get paid either way, Travis. So it really sucks. I mean, what we'll do is prorate the next. You know, I mean, they're going to come out. A Comcast tech is going to come out and most likely swap that modem out. And you know, once they do that, then I'll go back out and set up the printer and the network and everything, and then it'll all be fine. But that was one of those calls that should have taken, you know, 20 minutes or something, because all I had to do was add a printer to the network, and that doesn't fit. What have I done? Anyway, that doesn't. That's good to hear, Sonia. Let's see. I need to make you guys moderators, don't I? Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Manage moderators. Oh my, let's see. Move, add moderator, here we go. Let's see, get you too, Travis. Since you guys are regular viewers, or seem to be. Well, I think this is the first time I've seen Sonia, but I appreciate you showing up. There you go. Now you guys are moderators. I don't know that there's anybody to moderate but yourselves, but there you go. You're welcome, Sonia. You're welcome too, Travis. Sorry I hadn't done that before. I've seen you in here a couple times now, and I meant to do it, but honestly, like I said, I'm still trying to sort out YouTube, and there's a lot of buttons to push. Alright, so we're about to wrap this up. I know you just got here, Sonia, but I'm sorry. This was a quick stream today just to install a new power jack in this ASUS laptop. So that's already done. Yeah, I enjoy having you guys here. It's nice to have somebody to talk to when you're streaming. But you missed my stupidity. That you know, of course, I changed the power jack, and then I left the battery out. Tried to fire this thing up, and I'll go ahead and fire it up again so you guys can see. But tried to fire it up, and the this end of the jack, or the power cable here, I left the AC out of it, and of course it didn't fire up, so I started scratching my head. Oop, I should probably cover that up. So you missed my stupid. Anyway, you can see that's working. Wow, the stream's really gone to crap there, hasn't it? Let's see. It's way behind what it was, and I've been kicked down to 140p. Alright, so anyway, we'll turn that back off. And that's it for today. If you learned something, you probably ought to go get the Men in Black guys to erase your memory, because that was a pretty piss poor stream. Alright, thank you guys for showing up and having a chat with me, and we'll try to do more of these streams. So that's it for now. We'll see you tomorrow.